Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Long time no see. We, as a family, I want to apologize. We were not here for the Christmas Eve special. There was a lot going on with family, so we just hung out with everybody. It was family time. We're back. So, we're going to get into this podcast, but before we do, we have one very important thing for you to do.
Okay, everybody, it's time. You just got to go ahead, subscribe to our channel, click the little thumbs up so that you like the video, and hit that little bell so you can get all of the updates when we put them out so you can know when to watch us. And it's near the end of the season. And hey, isn't it time for you to give us a little bit of a tip? Come on, give us a tip. You know you love us enough to give us a couple of bucks. Definitely hit our button so that you can give us a little bit of a tip. Thanks. All right, let's get into it.
All right, everybody. Lot to unpack here for this game because Daniel Jones had a game to remember. He did very well on both the run and pass game. Very quick passes. They were accurate. He threw some really good throws on the run. He was really good dealing with pressure. Naturally, he's used to that, sadly. But you know what? It helped him develop as a quarterback that can play under pressure because he took some tough hits after the throw and was able to just maneuver and get out of there and help to get people open. So that was really impressive to see Daniel Jones do, and he deserved that ovation that he got at the end when he went out to the bench to let the backup come in, Tyrod Taylor. That was great to see the fans give him the respect that I think he deserves as someone who's hated him for so long. Mother, what did you think about Daniel Jones?
Well, I gave him the honor of my background today because I feel like he actually delivered the goods. The fact that he ran 2 in himself, that was very exciting. What I saw was more precision. What I saw was an offense that was actually doing their job to provide him with a little bit more time, which every quarterback needs to kind of, assess the situation and get the ball to an eligible receiver. So I thought he did a great job. I thought that there was a couple times where I maybe did a little bit too much, and I fear for him getting hurt.
Right.
Even the commentators were talking about that, and I'm glad that they didn't waste any more of his efforts at the end there, and they put in Tyrod Taylor to close things out. So great job, Jones. I'm hearing information coming out of the various sports networks that they're looking at another deal for him already.
I think it's deserved.
I hope that's what we need. I hope that he's the guy and that he continues to develop. So go ahead, Jones. Do your thing and do your thing in the playoffs. How about that?
Yes. Congratulations to him. I think he deserves it. Saquon staying is huge because people were, myself included, were worried about him leaving, but he's voiced his opinion that he wants to stay a Giant, so I'm sure they'll work out some sort of contract in the offseason. But let's continue to do our thing in the postseason. Let's see what we can do in the playoffs because we've clinched the spot. I believe we're the 6th seed. Let's see what we do with that. Let's talk about the receivers real quick. Everybody did their thing. I think everybody did well, except for Slayton with the fumble. That was really bad. Richie James fumbled it, but he was already down, so I hope they work on that this next week in practice because we can't be having people fumble. Luckily, that fumble didn't really lead to anything. They actually squandered the opportunity. We knew a lot about that as Giants fans. People squandering opportunities on turnovers. But luckily, in our favor, that's how it happened for us. The Colts didn't score off of it, so that's good. But we can't have that happen against the Eagles next week, even if they don't have Jalen Hurts back. We can't have those kind of mistakes, especially following that after we play them into the playoffs. We can't have any mistakes like that if we're going to actually make some sort of run. I'm not trying to say we're going to make a run, but if we were to make one, we can't make big mistakes.
Right. No, there's no question. Richie James, over the last few games, whether we won or lost, he has redeemed himself in some moments. Mm-hmm. He definitely played very well today. What I want to see is somebody show up as a star, whether it's in the playoff run that we hopefully will have. We'll have a run and not just a game.
Right.
And of course, in the next season as well, because I really feel like we need a star, and we don't have a star on the receiving side at this time. I'd like to see if not, we get one of these guys that we have, they develop into somebody who's a name that can everybody starts to talk about in that wide receiver conversations.
Defense. Let's get onto the defensive side because Landon Collins, who I think had one of the plays of the game. He definitely had one of the plays of the game. I'm very glad to have him back. That's one of the players who I really was upset that we let go. I really thought that was a bad move, and I still think to this day that it was a bad move. Case in point, proven today, the guy got us a pick 6, something I haven't seen the New York Giant do in a long time.
Oh my God, really? Yes, yeah, you're right.
I was so excited. Honestly, I looked away for a split second just to grab my cup to drink some water. I looked back, all of a sudden, Landon Collins is running down the side. I'm like, run! I didn't even care. I was just so excited to see it. I was like, run, go! I was like freaking out.
And you know what? He looked great running. The guy's got speed. If he could get into more situations where he could do that, this is a team that is going to continue to go far. And I hope the fact that they moved him, they elevated him from practice team, and he's on the roster now. I'm super excited to see the guy out there again, and I'm sure he is too, because as they kept saying, the commentators, they said he was on the street. That's what they say when these guys are cut mid-season, they're on the street or at any time. But I always say they got him off the sofa. They were on the sofa, and and I'm sure he was grateful to be brought back. And I'm happy that I picked up his jersey when he got right before, I guess, around the time where he got when he got cut from the team. But I'm so glad that he has taken this number again, so my my jersey is relevant again.
Right. So let's talk about Kayvon Thibodeau as well and Dexter Lawrence. They both did a really good job. Kayvon with the pressure, with the sack. He actually took out Nick Foles for the rest of the game. He hit him pretty bad. Look, Kayvon's a strong guy. 6'5", 250, like they said. He's a big guy. He's fast. He looks like he's going to be a monster next year. Those injuries kind of set him back because, they had to make sure he was good. But I knew he would develop. It was a matter of when. But now we're starting to see that menace that we saw in college. He's starting to show it in the league. Let's see what happens next year. I think next year he's in for a huge development year. I think he's going to have a good sack year. I think he is. I really do. So.
And you know what? In today's hit on Foles, I don't think that was, he went in with some power. But when you watch the replay, you could see that Foles, he fell on the ball, and I think the all that pressure from Kayvon, the ball going in, I think that's what really hurt him. I want to take away some of the. I don't want to say that Kayvon injured.
I mean, Kayvon did what he did. Good job, Kayvon. Don't listen to the mother. Good job. You did that. You did your thing. You did your thing. Just keep doing that in the playoffs. I mean it. I just bought your jersey. Let me see some production.
Absolutely.
I think everything as a whole, even Graham Gano, everybody did a good job. I noticed you pointed out that Graham Gano sometimes is out there on punts. I think they should continue to do that. I don't want to see this Gillian guy out there.
I pay attention to stuff like this. They were interchanging Gano earlier in the season. They switched up midseason. Gano had gotten hurt, and they switched up. And then when Gano came back, they really weren't interchanging him anymore. I guess they see now they have to interchange him in between the kicking and also doing that punch out, because
he makes too many mistakes.
Gillen's not the guy. Gano is our guy.
Moving forward, we've got the Eagles one last time. This is the last game of the season. They don't have Jalen Hurts. He probably will just sit out until the playoffs because they have the either number 2 spot, whatever it is. They don't have home turf advantage, I don't think, anymore. But they're in the playoffs, so maybe we'll get a win. It'll just look better for the record. If anything, it's not going to change our spot. I say we should just win because it might mess up their momentum. I don't know. Maybe them losing to the Giants might mess them up. Who knows?
It might.
It's a rival. It's a rival. So, what if they have to see us again in the playoffs and it's like, dang, we just lost to them? I don't know. I'm just saying. It's a possibility.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so
I'll take it.
We hope to see you in our next podcast. Please make sure you like and subscribe and you drop a comment. It's very important that you do that. Share it with your friends. Let everybody know about the Giants playoff berth and the fact that we haven't had that since 2016. So this is big for us, guys. This is great. Mother, any last words?
Yes. Don't celebrate too much, my young Giants players. We got this another game, and then you're going to get a special message from the mother about the playoffs and what to do and not to do before your first playoff game. That's coming soon. Look out for it.
All right, everyone. Take care for now, and Happy New Year. Take care.